Hey everybody, it's Tuesday, and guess what that means? And no yellow bucket today. Today we're going with a Santa hat. Gonna reach on into my Santa hat, pull out of this or that, and that just rhymed. Nice. Well, here we go. Eggnog or hot cider. Now, I could enjoy both, definitely. As long as there's some alcohol in there, then it's all good. However, I would much rather prepare the hot cider than to prepare eggnog, and if you've ever tried to make eggnog, you know exactly what I mean. Whoop. Do you open your presents quick or slow? Now, I find that it's always good in life to take your time and enjoy the moment and just soak in it. Unless we're talking about presents, and then you just gotta rip that shit open. Expensive presents or presents that come from the heart? Now, see, I only have one problem with this question, and that's sometimes the present that comes from your heart is a little expensive. But I'd have to say overall, if it's something special and they've spent a lot of time thinking about what to get me and they know that it's something that's going to mean something to me, you know, that's the gift that I want the most. So definitely a gift from the heart. And it doesn't matter if it's expensive or cheap or they made it themselves. As long as it has some meaning, then it's a good gift. Going Christmas caroling or sharing Christmas stories. I must confess, I've not done either of these. The closest I've ever come to like carol singing is like Christmas shows at school and college. While I know 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, like almost by heart, I've never really sat around and like been read it before or read it to people or, you know, any other holiday stories. I would definitely do both of these though. I would love to get a group of people together and, you know, go around town and sing our little hearts out and then maybe go back and have some hot chocolate and tell stories. I think that would be a fun evening. If any of you would join me on an evening like that, let me know down below. What's the better holiday color, red or green? Even though I am wearing green today, definitely a big fan of red, as you can see by the things around me and the things that I wear most often. Red is my favorite color, so lo siento verde, but I'm gonna have to pick red. Would you rather get kissed under the mistletoe or kissed in the snow? Aw, I mean, a mistletoe, everybody does that. There's something, though, about that image of people, like, sharing a kiss while the snow's falling down, and it's just nice and soft, and you're just in an embrace. I almost stuck my tongue out, and that's not how I kiss people. I don't stick my tongue out. I always think getting kissed in the rain and getting kissed in the snow are two of the most romantic. And it can't just be oh, we're out in the snow, we should probably kiss right now. It's getting caught up in that moment of just everything so beautiful and so peaceful, and you're with the person that you love, and then you just smooch away while the flakes just tumble down. Do you prefer Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Now, for me, both are pretty packed full. Usually on Christmas Eve, we're spending time with Den's dad's side of the family. It's one of the only times that I go to church, and we usually go to a little party. Christmas Day consists of getting up way early, opening presents, hanging out, stuffing ourselves like crazy, playing games, and then we come home at the end of the night and pass out. I don't even look at it as like two separate days now. It's all just like one big day Christmasing. And yeah, it's pretty fun. Would you rather watch Elf or A Christmas Story? This one's easy. Has to be A Christmas Story. Best one out there. I don't know if they do this anywhere else, but if you live in America, you know that TBS will play A Christmas Story for 24 hours straight, just back to back to back to back to back, which is actually kind of good because there are times that we've put it on Christmas Eve and fallen asleep watching it, and then you wake up with the TV still on and you almost like kind of you just pick up from where you left off, and you've watched it so many times for so many years that you know the whole movie anyway, so you know exactly where you're picking up from, and you know, well, this has about like 10 more minutes and then it'll start over again. Do you put your presents in front of the tree days in advance, or do you wait until Christmas Eve? Growing up, it was the things that you bought for other people, like the things I bought for my parents and my friends and family. Like, that's the stuff you could put under the tree like a few days in advance. But the main event was Christmas Eve. You know, Santa be like, boom, and leave them presents. I thoroughly apologize for that. Do you like white lights or multicolored lights on your Christmas tree? When I was growing up, we always had the multicolored lights, so that's what I was always used to. And then when I got old enough and I, you know, had my own tree, I did all white lights, and I really liked that. And then recently I've done like white and red together. I am considering a change back to the multicolored lights after I read this really adorable story about a little polar bear that goes to get a rainbow for Santa Claus, because Santa wants a pretty rainbow for his Christmas tree to make it colorful. And as the little polar bear is bringing it back, he slips and falls. The rainbow like shatters into 1,000 pieces, and he's like crying and upset, and Santa's like, no, it's okay. And they still put all the little rainbow pieces onto the tree, and it's beautiful and bright and colorful. And yeah, It's kind of making me change my mind, and I think that I want to celebrate that little story. Do you put an angel or a star in your tree? Honestly, we have never had an angel that I could ever recall. We've always had a star, whether it was like a multicolored one or just like a white one. Right now, mine doesn't light up, but it's still really, really pretty. And stars are my favorite shape. It's the last question. Ho, ho, no. Would you rather be in a snowball fight or build a snowman? Now, I have to say, I could build a very handsome snowman. However, I think I could also be kind of lethal on a snowball team. But I could enjoy the snowman more because, you know, snowball fight, I'd just be achy and probably bruised and probably have like snow in my eye. Whereas the snowman, I can just sit in my house and have some cocoa and look at him being in his element outside. So ladies and gentlemen, that is my Christmas this or that. Be sure to let me know your answers down below, or feel free to take the questions that I answered to make your own video. That would be fun too. Yay! If you have any last minute Q&As that you'd like to send my way, put those in down below as well, because, you know, I may or may not have something special coming up with that, you know. Just been hinting about it for like a month. Here's today's chocolate. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be back tomorrow for another installment of Samumas. And I cannot flipping believe that we are only 3 days away from Christmas. This year has flown by. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Bye!